Hi, future me here. I'm editing this video and I said in my September/October monthly reading wrap-up that this would be its own separate video, and it is. So if you are the author, Ali Hazelwood, if you're watching this video, I'm so sorry that this is your first impression of me. I still love you. I think you're an amazing person. Congrats on Love Hypothesis movie. I'm going to be watching it. I'm a ranty person. I love to rant. This isn't in any malice or hate. If you enjoyed this book, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. And this is just something funny. I love rant reviews. I love watching people talk about books, why they didn't like them. So just take this with a grain of salt. I do want to say that. It's all for good fun. This is not to be hateful in any way. It's just fun. So yes, enjoy the video. I finished Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. This is her new book that came out. Let me just tell you about it. So this is about a girl named B who is working on a project with NASA to like make this like helmet for like astronauts basically, and she is a neuroscience in the story. She is getting transferred to Houston to work on this project, and she finds out that her grad school arch nemesis is also going to be a co-leader with her for this project, and his name is Levi. Enemies to lovers, but it's not really enemies to lovers. You know, let me just say, I really liked The Love Hypothesis, and to be fair, I did read The Love Hypothesis in like a night. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I gave it 5 stars, which looking back, I don't think it's 5 stars, but still I did enjoy it a lot. And this one is like the same, but different. It's almost exactly like The Love Hypothesis, but it's just more annoying. Like, it's just very annoying to read. Our main character B is so incredibly annoying. I cannot stand her at all. She is most like the dumbest, smartest person. You know, like when there's dumb, smart people? That's how I felt in this book with B. Like, she is so oblivious and stupid, but she's supposed to be a scientist. Like, how does that correlate? I'm not sure. In this one, B is so like adamant that Levi hates her and their arch nemesis, because he like kind of like dissed her a little bit in grad school, but he was like secretly in love with her and he just didn't know how to convey his feelings, which I kind of understood. Obviously she's like, he hates me, and then he shows all of these like signs that he likes her throughout the story. This is going up like to halfway through the book, and she's still like, oh, he hates me, when he's showing signs of kindness and like pursuit of like, oh, I like you kind of thing. She's like, oh, just because you did this nice thing for me doesn't mean that you still have, like, you don't, like, it's okay if you still hate me. What? Obviously he doesn't hate you if he's doing these acts of kindness to you. Hello, are you literally so dumb? I'm telling you, this is like, I was halfway through the book and she kept talking about it, kept mentioning it. I'm like, dude, what do you want? What do you want him to say? What do you want him to do for you to stop talking about how he hates you? Or he literally tells you over and over, I don't hate you, I don't hate you. And you just keep going, yeah, but it's okay if you do. Like, it's okay. Which I low-key, wait, do I do that? I'm calling B out, but honestly I should be calling myself out because I do be doing that sometimes. The spice in this book was really bad. Like, it was bad. They had one kind of like, so sometimes, okay, this maybe sounds kind of gross and TMI, but sometimes when you get like a spicy book and you're like reading it, you're like, you get kind of excited. You're like, oh my god, like, oh, this is kind of good. But not in this one, because I literally did not care about their relationship. It's supposed to be like the pining and the yearning with enemies to lovers, but they weren't enemies to lovers. She thinks they're enemies. He doesn't. He's like, what? Maybe, like, I just thought I was just trying not to be weird around you. Like, you know, like, it doesn't make it an enemies to lovers because there was no pining, no yearning, no actual conflict with them. She just thinks all of these semi-rude behaviors makes him her enemy. Like, I don't like it. It's stupid. There was nothing that I was like, I don't know. I was happy to the only thing that made me happy was finishing the book because I didn't have to read it anymore. Which is it's so weird to have a romance book where the two characters to me feel like they have absolutely no chemistry. like nothing. Obviously he really likes her, but like, why does she like him? I mean, he shows all these acts of kindness and stuff, but still at the end of the day, she's like, well, I think he hates me, and I don't think I want to be together with him, and blah, blah, blah. Like, why the f is she going with him then? Why? Why? If you're thinking all this, why are you with him? Anyways, Levi's a great character. I actually feel like he had a lot of depth and a lot of growth to him. We find out about his family, why he acts a certain way, and then he's just a really nice guy, sweet guy. I like him. Honestly, I liked him a lot. Like, as a character, he's a really good character. She is just so stupid. We don't get any growth from her. It's like it turns from night and day. Like, that's all we get from her. With him, it's like different. Like, we see why he's like that. With her, we don't see anything. She's just kind of there, you know, and she's just low-key annoying. The writing in this one was significantly worse than the Love Hypothesis. I felt like it was just so juvenile. Right, such juvenile writing. Like, it's trying to be so quirky and funny that it was almost annoying, you know? One of the scenes, they're testing out the neuro helmet thingy, and B's like telling the astronaut person, being like, hey, you're gonna have to talk and speak so we can like just keep your brain stimulated. You have to be talking. He goes, oh, I have to be talking? And she's like, yeah, you can say anything, like just be talking. He sings Baby One More Time by Britney Spears, and I thought that was funny. I was like, oh my gosh, that's actually really funny. Like, that's kind of cute. I like that moment. But then there's other moments where it's so stupid. Oh, sorry, I just read a scene. God, I hate that. I felt like the cringy part of the writing was like, oh my gosh, like, I like blah blah blah, I'm so quirky, blah blah blah, I'm a vegan, blah blah blah. Which is okay if your character is vegan, but don't make it their whole personality. I have to read one of the scenes because I thought this was so stupid. I can't. Keep in mind, she's a vegan, okay? This is on page 173. There's something on the other side of the road. I crane my neck to see better. Oh my god. He gives me a worried look. What's going on? Nothing. I wipe my eyes. Nothing. B, are you ... crying? No, I lied. Poorly. Is it about female singer-songwriters? He says panicky. I'll buy an album. Oh yeah, she was like roasting him about not having a female artist on his like Apple Music. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. I'll buy an album, just tell me which one is best. I don't know enough about them to... No, there was a dead possum on the side of the road. He goes, oh. I have issues with roadkill. Issues? It's just, animals are so cute except for spiders. But spiders are not really animals. They are. They are. And you know where the possum was going? Maybe she had a family. Maybe she was bringing home food to kids who are now where mommy... No, whoa, that didn't make sense. Maybe she was bringing home food to kids who now wonder where mommy is. I'm making myself cry harder. I wipe my cheek and sniffle. Honestly, maybe I'm just not vegan, and maybe that's why I don't get it. I'm crying up because the roadkill, God. She is like so annoying. I don't know why. And she has also this really inconvenient thing where every time she gets afraid of something, she faints. I don't know. I do not like B as a character. She is just so f***ing annoying. That's my rant on Love on the Brain. I was not the biggest fan. I actually gave this 2 stars. I think honestly, if she was written differently, and honestly, I felt like if Ali Hazelwood just kind of like just toned it down a little bit on the quirkiness of the writing, trying to make it too funny, or trying to make it funny that it was like forced, you know? It's like the Love Hypothesis, but worse. Feels like it's trying to be the Love Hypothesis, and she was trying to make this kind of like the Love Hypothesis, but but so much worse. Just so much worse.